Hey everybody, this is Dave Cooper, and we are live on location in Denver, Colorado at ECI Connect, and we are going to walk through a little bit of the trade show floor. We're doing a ton of interviews today. I'm standing with some of the hottest tech people in our industry, one of them being Scott Duman. Scott, thanks so much for joining us today.
Great to be with you, Dave.
Scott, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about who you are and what you do?
So my name is Scott Duman. I'm the president of the Residential Home Construction Division at ECI. We deal with home builders all across the country, and just have a great job working with a bunch of great people all the time.
Yeah, sure. So Scott, tell us a little bit about what's happening here at ECI Connect, and everybody's wearing the flannels. You got a whole lot of your team here, but we're just getting ready to open those doors. This place is going to flood with about 1,000 people. So what is it all about?
Right. So Connect is our users conference, and this is the first one we've been able to have since 2018, since before the pandemic. So it's really exciting to have people back here live and in person.
Right.
So we are. We're a global business. We have a bunch of different software verticals that we're in. So around here you see some booths for manufacturing and lumber building materials and field services. And so this is where all our customers get to come together, education, see what we have planned for the future, for our products, meet our tech people, get support, training, all kinds of good stuff.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about this. So you guys serve, a very niche market.
Right.
All the way up to a pretty good sized production builder as well, right, that tier right before it gets real big. Why don't you walk us through who your customers are?
Sure. So starting at the top end, we deal with production builders, building between say 75,000, about 5,000 homes a year, kind of right below the big public builders. We don't really work with them. Do a little bit with some of our products, but not our main ERP product. And then kind of below that, we work with custom builders and remodelers. So a lot of builders out there that are doing, say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 homes a year, a bunch of remodel jobs, we work with them. And then we also work with trade contractors that work with our production builders. So HVAC contractors, electrical contractors, plumbers, framers.
Got it. So, you're like a one, like end-to-end shop for people. And when you think about it, right? Because you're not just dealing with the developer or the micro developer or the custom home builder. You're also here for the trades that they all work together.
Right. So we pretty much are creating this ecosystem around our products.
I love that
so
word.
again, the trades, the custom builders, the remodelers, and then the builders themselves.
And the builders themselves.
And connecting them all together.
Yeah. So everything from CRM. Right. Everything from understanding what's happening on the lots and subdivisions, and we're going to talk about these products all the way through where the subcontractors can also manage their projects on site and with complete accuracy of what's happening day in and day out.
Correct. So we tie the builder and the trade contractors together. So we have a portal product called the Internet Toolkit, and that's where a trade will go on and get his schedules, his POs. They can check the status of payments on there. And it's also a tool for the superintendent. So the superintendent can walk the job with a tablet.
Sure.
And he can mark off something on the schedule as being completed, and then if he's ready to pay the trade, just click pay, and that's it. So it's all electronic, no paper.
And you guys have been adding more tools to the toolkit. It seems like every year you're adding a new layer to service your clientele, and you're more of a partner to them or an extension of their team versus just another tool.
Sure. So ECI as a whole does a number of acquisitions every year. And inside of our division, we also do acquisitions. So we look at the products that our customers are using, and in some cases we do integrations with those. Some cases we actually go and acquire those businesses. So some of the products like Bolt, which is the product for our trade contractors, we acquired that about 2 years ago. Build Tools is our product for custom builders and remodelers, also acquired it about 2 years ago. LotView is a product for either the kind of the front end marketing side of a builder's website, so that people can go see available lots, homes under construction, quick move in, that type of stuff. Very visual product. Also as a back end component for seeing what's going on the job site. That's a business we acquired back in 2016. And then most recently we acquired InSearch, which is kind of a front end sales piece that ties in with Mark Systems.
So let's just take a minute and walk through like these different systems, right? And let's put a little more color on it. With the Mark system, you said ITK, Internet Toolkit. What is inside that Internet Toolkit? Give us the breakdown on that.
So the Internet Toolkit is that portal product for the trade partners, right? So if I'm a plumber, for example, and I'm working for one or two builders or whatever, I can go in there and I'm going to see what my schedule is. And I can look at my schedule for the week or over the next couple of weeks to see when do I need to have a crew on site. What do I need to order for that job? If I'm turnkey and I'm bringing all the material, that's all right there on the in our toolkit. So when I complete a job, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to see what's available for payment, and I can track the payment from the builder and when the check's coming to pay my crews.
Right. All right, so then on top of that you have like Lasso, which is a CRM tool as well.
Right.
I guess what I'm really trying to do is paint the picture for the audience here. One of the things our industry really struggles with is having a partner that has the tools that take you end to end, right? We don't need to keep reinventing the wheel. People have already reinvented the wheel and you brought it into ECI as a solution. And I think that's what's super important here. So, Lasso CRM, same thing, right? You have the back end and the front end covered there.
So Lasso is a business that we acquired back in 2018. We were integrated with them before that and acquired the business in December of 2018. And that's a kind of a front end lead management for our trades. We do a lot of lead capture from like New Homes Guide, BDX, Zillow, and it's a way for them to manage their prospects, keep track of them. Builders were using it recently for wait lists. That's kind of changed in the last few months, obviously. But that's kind of the front end before they come to sales. And then from there you go to InSearch, which is this newer product I talked about, which a home buyer can sit on their couch and do their selections, customize their home. They can meet with a design consultant and pick out fixtures and different options on the home. And then from that information we build the agreement of sale, and then actually build the budget and all the work orders and purchase orders right from the selections that the buyer made with the design coordinator.
And it's all cloud-based.
All cloud-based. All of our products are all cloud-based.
And the value of cloud-based, just so we can put it out there?
Well, so we're managing all the technology on the back end, right? So if there's performance issues, that's on us. We deal with that. We back up the system. We handle all the security. We do a lot of security management, penetration testing, and things like that to make sure the data is secured, because with the Internet Toolkit and how all of our construction takes place out in the field, obviously, right? So we have people that are tying into these systems. Now we have people that used to be in the back office working remote. So this is all happening over the internet. So our job is to make sure that's secure, make sure it's backed up, make sure it performs for our customers. And it's also makes it easier for us to send out updates to the software, enhancements and things like that, because we're kind of controlling the whole back end. We don't have a bunch of installations at customers all over the country.
Right. And then, that's what's super important, right? Most of the small to mid-tier builders, which is a big portion of your market, right? You do developers, like you said, up to 50,000?
5,000.
5,000 lots, right? So you're in a very niche market. So they're kind of on the cusp where you end up kind of being their back office support and IT on the back end. They just need to worry about putting in the info, the data, the customers, and managing their jobs.
And building the houses, right?
And building the houses, and that's where they make.
So we're taking care of the technology for the ERP and for the other products we provide.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so one of the things, let's clarify, because you do the developers, but you also do custom builders and you do remodelers as well.
Right. So that's our Build Tools product. So we work with the smaller builders, custom builders, doing a couple homes a year, maybe up to 10, 15. And again, it's a project management software. There's a way for them to tie their trades in. We have a really neat feature called Project Poster, which is something we have a patent on. And it's a way for a trade to walk up to a job site and have a little QR code that they can scan and to bring us up all the documents that a builder might want them to see. So could have blueprints on it, could have features that the buyer selected. So all the information they need to see, all up to date, right there on the phone. Nothing they need to log in for, just click that QR code and they can see all that information. All
right, so let me get this straight. You have a QR code, let's say on the front door on a 2x4 staple. And the trade can walk up, scan it just like we do at the restaurants these days.
Exactly.
And the menu of items, blueprints, electrical plans, but whatever is pertinent to them is going to pop up.
Whatever the builder wants, they can load up in there, and it's available for the trades.
And it's available for the trade. Got it. Why don't we take a walk over here, because you got a lot of booths set up. And let's just talk me through what we're seeing while we're in here as well. Give me one second. I have to do the So, I mean, we got tech booths over here.
Right.
Walk me through everything you're doing here.
So this is our tech lab over here, and this is
Right.
where customers can come in. They can meet with one of our support technicians
Right.
and talk about the products, learn more about a product.
Yep.
If they want to get more education on a product or see something new,
Yep.
that's a place for them to go. So we have that staffed over there, and that's for all the products, for all of ECI, right? So
Right.
manufacturing, lumber, building materials, everything is over there. And then kind of in this section over here, we have a bunch of vendors that work with us, work with our other products across ECI. So they might have something that ties into, say, manufacturing. And
Sure.
so they'll have a booth over there. And then kind of along this wall is where we have our individual divisions has a little booth. So
Got it.
customers that aren't using one of our products, when they come see something, they can step over here or they can go to the tech lab.
Yeah, so why don't we show that, Vince? Can you show the tech lab? Maybe just walk over there. There is about 100 computers set up over there,
Yeah.
if not more. What is that going to be used for here? Because this is all about education.
Right, so again, that's where people, if they have some issue that they haven't been able to figure out, they can go down and sit with a tech
Yep.
and talk through it, or if there's some new feature that they're not sure how to get going on, they can talk to them about it over there. So I see like one of our guys over there sitting with a customer right now.
Got it. And everybody in red in the plaid shirts, right? The lumberjack shirts that they called it earlier.
All the lumberjack shirts are all ECI people.
Are all ECI
And like you
people.
said, so just opening up, and so people are just starting to come in right now.
Sure. Got it.
If you
Perfect.
look back there in the middle, I can see one of our guys sitting there with a customer, with the guy with the hat on.
So let's say I'm coming to ECI here as one of your customers. What am I expecting to come here for? I mean, there's keynotes, there's a lot of education. Walk me through the value of why you do these connect.
So, I mean, obviously there's a lot of value to meeting customers in person, have some
Yeah.
face-to-face time with them, which we
Right.
haven't been able to do for a couple of years.
Yep.
In this setting, we go out on site and do implementations and things like that.
Yeah.
But it's a great opportunity for them to talk to other customers, people that have gone through implementations, because people are at various stages of being the customer life cycle.
Yep.
They could be brand new, they could be, we have a customer that's been a customer since 1992 here, right? So some really long-term customers. And there's opportunities for them to get together, whether they're finance people or production people or purchasing people, to talk about, hey, how do you handle this? How do you do this? We have some advisory board meetings going on upstairs right now.
Yep.
Some customer groups talking about just kind of current issues, how they're dealing with trades and what they're seeing now with kind of a slowdown in the marketplace.
Sure.
Pricing, supply chains, all that kind of stuff. So a lot of good discussions within the groups, a lot of good discussions with people on the team.
Yeah.
Good opportunity for us to just meet and socialize with people,
Right.
on a personal level, and get to know them a little bit better. So just a really great opportunity to meet with customers.
That kind of leads me to my next question, right? Like, why do customers do business with you? So I'm a new customer, and I walk up and I say, hey, Scott, I've seen your products, I'm interested. What is kind of the reason you see most of them working with you?
Well, see, one of the things that we used to always say, an old slogan of ours, is we build better builders.
Yeah.
So we've been doing this for a long time. I've been with Mark Systems since 1985.
Sure.
I started off as a developer developing software, and over the years we've worked with so many different builders, and we developed a lot of best practices right into the system.
Yep.
So we can go to a builder that maybe is struggling in some different areas and help them improve their organization,
Right.
help them become more efficient, help them build more homes with less people, scale better.
Right.
And then we're trying to help them the same way. In this industry with trades, it's been a problem for years of getting trade labor, right? And so with our Bolt product, we're trying to do the same thing, is give them tools to help them become more efficient, more productive, so they can do more jobs for the builders without having to hire more crew, because it's hard to find people these days, right?
We talk about it all the time. How do you do more with less? The trades are not coming back into the industry in any fast manner. However, they will come back when we start getting into cool tech, and we start using the products that they're used to using already. So this is what I love about this. This is about the tech. And the funny thing is, Simpson Strong Ties is here. Some
Right.
people that have been on our show a lot, they're here. And I think to move this industry forward, we need solutions such as ECI offers. And I'm going to say it one more time. The solutions exist.
Right.
The builders just need to know where to find it. And this is one of the places they can find solutions to help them do more with less.
Right, and so we're trying to build that efficiency by tying these systems together too.
Yeah.
So it's just not a standalone product that a trade can use or a builder can use, right? So we're linking that piece of software for the trade with the builder.
Right.
So to try to make it paperless, make it less, more efficient.
Yeah.
Right. And again, I think to your point of having the cool tech is that's how people adopt this stuff, right? If it's easy to use and they see value in it, we're trying to make it easier for like the trades to go to their kids' soccer game, right? So they're not up at night trying to do all this work and do their billing, right? We want to give them tools to make it easier for them, give them a part of their life back, spend time with their family.
Yeah.
So that's a big push in the stuff that we do.
Right, and you're not on an island by yourself. All these builders are coming together here to learn, to talk, to share ideas,
right,
and also to learn and talk to the ECI group,
right,
on all the different opportunities.
Absolutely.
So one thing we didn't touch on is some of your programs are actually into the 2D and 3D space. There's the whole customer experience side,
right,
but then there's the whole job site side as well.
Right, and then this is kind of back here on the screen is the newer InSearch product I was talking about.
Yep, okay.
So this is the product where if I'm a buyer, I can go sit on my couch with my iPad and I can customize a home, customize the floor plan, I can look at all the optional features that a builder offers, I can build out a wish list, take that and go to a sales office, meet with a design consultant, and actually start to build my home online. We can do 3D walkthroughs, virtual tours and things like that. Again, to bring some of the efficiency for a builder. So, at some point, builders may not have model homes and just do this all virtually, right?
Yeah.
A lot of our builders still do models, but you don't want to build 10 models, right? So the more you can kind of scale that down and scale up with the virtual stuff, you can show different kitchen layouts, different countertops, different cabinets, and all that kind of stuff. So we do a lot of that work, and again, this is something new for us. Just acquired that business about a year ago, and it's really taken off with our customers.
Yeah, I keep hearing we just acquired, but this is the value, right? You're out there doing all the hard work, researching what the next thing is, and then bringing it into your portfolio for your customer to actually take a look at and say, yeah, that's a good fit for me, or not.
Right, and that's a big part of my job of looking at the whole ecosystem around home building, right, and see which things make sense for our customers, which brings value to them that we should consider an acquisition for. Or sometimes we'll just integrate, like the Simpsons Shrunk Tie. We have an integration built with them. So they do takeoffs in their system, imports right into our software.
Right. So what's next? What do you see as the next thing moving forward here?
So I think it's still more virtual stuff. We're doing a lot of enhancements to our Mark Systems products. Been around for a long time. We're kind of redoing the whole UI to make a better experience for the customers, making it even easier for them to use.
Sure.
I think a lot of stuff with 3D is going to be the future.
Augmented
reality, all that kind of stuff. We saw some really neat products where just kind of go out into a field and all of a sudden you're standing inside a home, right? And you can walk through the house and there's,
with the goggles on and you're looking at, that's where it's headed. Listen, the gaming industry has figured it out. These kids are playing Fortnite and it's as real as it looks in some of these other games. It's now just really coming into the home building space, and the idea of the digital twin, build it twice, once in the virtual reality world and then just once on the job site, and I think that's kind of where the future is heading.
Yeah, and I think for us it's more of, a lot of the technology is there, but it's kind of the hardware kind of catching up to it, right? To be able to, especially to deliver stuff in the cloud. A lot of the gaming stuff you need big servers and things like that. We're trying to deliver stuff on a cloud basis, so that technology is coming. And I think we're going to be there pretty soon.
Yeah, and also I don't think we mentioned enough, right? You're just one division of what you're working on here, but the ECI is in manufacturing as well.
Right.
We have a lot of manufacturers that follow our show in the offsite space, and it's all evolving together. So this is a solution for the developers and the builders, but there's also the whole manufacturing side, and I think this is what's really great and where this is moving to.
One of the things that we talk about is when you buy from us, you're buying into an ecosystem, again, that word. So next to us over here is our lumber building materials division, right? So they work with a couple thousand lumber yards, True Value hardware stores, Ace hardware stores, different types of suppliers, right? So we talk to them all the time about integrations that we can do to make things easier for customers.
Yeah.
And then again, we have manufacturing. So on our manufacturing side of the business, we actually have a customer or two that are in manufactured housing.
Okay.
So we have an acquisition that we just did there, a product called Decom, and they're the ones that have the manufactured housing. So we're looking at ways to kind of partner with them, partner our Lasso solution, because we have a mutual customer with one of the manufactured housing businesses that they have, and looking at how do we package that up and take it up to more manufactured housing customers.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, offsites here, it's going to keep growing, and that's another reason why you should be attending events like this, because there is the integration starting to happen.
Right. Yeah, definitely.
So why don't we walk back over to the computer? It's starting to fill in here. We beat most of the crowd, but there's an amazing keynote that's happening, which we're not going to tell you who, but we'll bring you some B-roll on that. And I also, the education in breakout rooms. Let me cross in front of you here. The education in breakout rooms. Stay on that camera right there.
Okay.
So the education in breakout rooms that will be, that all these builders will be attending. Walk us through a little bit of that.
Sure. So we have a number of different classes that we put on just in our division for builders, whether it is around, say, like reporting, building your own reports out of the system, or it could be on purchasing or different, related topics. But we also offer different topics that are kind of general business topics. So we have some stuff on HR, building teams and building culture and things like that. I'm not sure if we have this year, but in the past we've done stuff on M&A, since we do a lot of that.
Right,
and a lot of our customers go out and acquire other businesses, right? So we talk about that kind of stuff. Legal classes. So just a lot of different stuff, whether it's specific to home building or kind of general, just business type classes.
Right. There you have it, everybody. We are in Denver, Colorado at ECI Connect, and I'm standing with Scott Duman. Scott has been taking us through what he does specifically here at ECI Connect with all of his builders, the developers, the builders, the trades, and all the different platforms you had. He gave us a little bit of insight, look on how you're getting in the manufacturing space on that side as well, and connecting to a lot of the products that you have. Scott, really appreciate you taking a few minutes to talk us through all this.
It's been great.
Let me take a look at who's on here. Greg Ugaldi, what is happening, Mr. Greg? Great coverage, too. Scott and his team welcome existing as well as new customers to this event.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, certainly.
Do you know who Greg Ugaldi is?
I do not.
Greg Ugaldi is the immediate past chair of the National Association of Home Builders. He updates President of the United States a couple times a year, as well as Secretary of Housing. So it's always good when Mr. Ugaldi tunes in. All right, we got a hello from Gregory Laha. Hello, Dave. Greg's another great person. So, all right, listen, everybody. We're live on location at ECI Connect. If you're not familiar with it, it's not too late. If you live in Denver, come on. I bet they're more than happy to welcome you into the show here. Come and see us, or come at least say hello. We'd love to have you here. Anything I missed?
I don't think so. We
got
it all.
You got it all?
Yeah, got it all.
All right, well, listen, everybody. We appreciate everybody watching. Thank you so much. We will bring you more live action over the next few days. Who knows who will be with us. I'm Dave Cooper. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.